Greetings. I'm George Boston Rhines with the Get To Free Press, a social journalist. Been doing civil rights work since 1975, and I'm retired from the United States Armed Forces. And as you know, I'm kind of a controversial fellow. I report what others ignore, especially in the black community. When I got up this morning, I had gotten a notice from Facebook, from Zuckerberg, I guess, or the people that control Facebook. They had put me under what they call a 24-hour restriction or ban. They call it Facebook jail, which means I can't post on Facebook for 24 to 48 hours. Last night, I posted a video that I got from NBC News Now. I posted that video and I put a comment beneath it because of the way they did that black active duty second lieutenant in Virginia. And that's why they did it. My words was real, and I've said them before on Facebook, the same identical information along the lines of, since we don't have voting rights, since we don't have freedom of movement and equal rights, I said that no military person should join the armed forces and that we should not fight the wars of a nation that refused to grant us full citizenship rights after 465 years in North America. That's what I said last night. That's what I'm saying this morning. And I'm going inside and put this video up, and I'm going to clip the police abuse of this black man violating his rights among many other violations. And then I want you to think about this website called Facebook. Now, we already know they ain't worth a dime, but we use them to get where we're going. And we know that in the end, God and his righteousness will win. I'm going inside and finish this video, and I'm going to place it on YouTube. And I may never post it on Facebook, but you all have a right to know. This is the flavor of my nature, the nature of my flavor, and I do not back down nor compromise when it come down to the truth. Why, Brother Ryans? Because St. John 8:32 says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." And because I want y'all free, this is why I have given you nothing but the truth. I've been called a lot of dirty names over these many decades, but in the end, truth, right, and justice have won and will win, even when I'm long gone. Now sit back and watch the video and see why Facebook banned me or put me in what they call Facebook jail. Peace be unto you. Bye-bye. We gone.
police officer Daniel Crocker.
Keep your hands outside the window.
Body camera footage shows Crocker and Officer Joe Gutierrez with their guns drawn and pointed at U.S. Army Lieutenant Karen Nazario.
What's going on? Get out of the car now!
Nazario's crime? Driving a new car while black, asking the police questions and initially not complying.
If you serving this country and this is how you're gonna treat me, I didn't do anything. Whoa, hold on. What's going on? Hold on. Watch it.
Get out of the car!
The body camera footage and Nazario's cell phone video are now part of his $1 million lawsuit.
Sir, just get out of the car!
I'm trying to breathe.
Get out of the car now!
That's up. That's really up.
According to court documents, Nazario was driving his new SUV home from his work as an army medic when the police activated their lights. Nazario says he then drove slowly for another mile so he could pull into a well-lit gas station. Nazario's temporary new car license plate was visible in the back window. The body camera shows police yelling conflicting orders at him.
Get out of the car. Don't reach in there, Daniel. Don't reach in there.
Get out, please. Please, look. This is really messed up. My dog is in the back. My dog is choking right now.
Get out of the car. Take your seatbelt off. What are you, a specialist, corporal? What are you?
Specialist and corporal are among the lowest ranks in the U.S. Army. In other words, it was a taunt.
I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant, get out of the car. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car.
Once Nazario was out of the car, the video shows the police hit and handcuffed him.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Why am I being treated like this?
Why? You're not cooperating. Get on the ground.
Why am I being treated like this? This is really messed up.
Then, as one officer interrogated Nazario, the other searched Nazario's vehicle without a warrant. Eventually, the officers said they would not arrest or charge Nazario if he was chill. Hello, everybody. I'm David Schuster, and thanks for watching. Both officers still work for the Windsor, Virginia Police Department. Neither has been suspended for their actions. And whatever you want to call those actions, overly aggressive, unconstitutional, racist, any decent human being will also call it sickening. The officers clearly wanted to dominate and humiliate Nazario, a man who was driving home from his job, a job that asks him to save lives for our country. Clearly, his own life was at risk, and he knew it. That's why he drove to a well-lit parking lot in the first place, so there would be no misunderstandings. Even as the police pointed their guns at him, Nazario stayed calm, kept his hands out the window, and repeatedly told officers he was afraid to reach down even for a seatbelt. Now, I get that some police will say you should never try to elude cops even for a mile, and that there are plenty of bad people out there. But you know what? There are also plenty of bad, racist cops out there. These two officers acted this way even as the cameras were rolling. Imagine if there wasn't body camera footage or cell phone video. Actually, we don't have to imagine. We know that this police terror of minorities has been going on in the United States for decades, and it is still going on. And that's where we are today in America. If you are a minority in these United States, you can serve your country in the military one moment and get terrorized by police moments later because of the color of your skin. Racists and xenophobes need to be held accountable. One can only hope that Nazario's lawsuit will be successful, but a civil lawsuit is not enough. Fire the cops, take away their retirements, charge them with assault, make the message clear. This racism cannot continue.
April 11, 2021/Valdosta, Georgia. The white Facebook banned me from posting this morning, saying that I posted hate speech. However, the video about a black, military, active duty soldier 2nd Lieutenant Karen Nazario was wrongfully arrested, and this video is posted across the web. But this morning #white Facebook denied my post about a black, missing child that's been missing in Valdosta, Georgia since February 27, 2021. America is gone wild, or should I say being herself in 2021. See my comments below along with a video posted from NBC News on the web.
Then, as one officer interrogated Nazario, the other searched Nazario's vehicle without a warrant. Eventually, the officer said they would not arrest or charge Nazario if he was chill. Hello, everybody. I'm David Schuster, and thanks for watching. Both officers still work for the Windsor, Virginia Police Department. Neither has been suspended for their actions. And whatever you want to call those actions, overly aggressive, unconstitutional, racist, any decent human being will also call it sickening. The officers clearly wanted to dominate and humiliate Nazario, a man who was driving home from his job, a job that asks him to save lives for our country. Clearly, his own life was at risk, and he knew it. That's why he drove to a well-lit parking lot in the first place, so there would be no misunderstandings. Even as the police pointed their guns at him, Nazario stayed calm, kept his hands out the window, and repeatedly told officers he was afraid to reach down even for a seatbelt. Now, I get that some police will say you should never try to elude cops even for a mile, and that there are plenty of bad people out there. But you know what? There are also plenty of bad, racist cops out there. These two officers acted this way even as the cameras were rolling. Imagine if there wasn't body camera footage or cell phone video. Actually, we don't have to imagine. We know that this police terror of minorities has been going on in the United States for decades, and it is still going on. And that's where we are today in America. If you are a minority in these United States, you can serve your country in the military one moment and get terrorized by police moments later because of the color of your skin. Racists and xenophobes need to be held accountable. One can only hope that Nazario's lawsuit will be successful, but a civil lawsuit is not enough. Fire the cops, take away their retirements, charge them with assault, make the message clear. This racism cannot continue.
Get the hell out the military and do not fight in another war because you do not have voting rights. But blacks have served in every war of this nation. Black people are really stupid, and I served over 20 years. I failed to listen to my granduncle who told me how Germans came to this country, America, and was treated better than he was after fighting in the war. But I believed in this nation. However, young black and white right people see the reality of truth after these many years. God bless the righteous and reward the wicked. Wake up black Americans along with white right Americans. G.B.R. https://www.youtube.com/watch?mark b=WFTZKFJMO&T=388S David Cayley is a breaking news reporter for NBC News. April 10, 2021, 5:50 p.m. EDT. By David Cayley. Virginia police pulled guns on a black Army officer during a traffic stop and threatened to execute him in a parking lot. According to the serviceman's lawsuit and video of the encounter, U.S. Army Lieutenant Karen Nazario was driving December 5, 2020, in his newly purchased Chevrolet Tahoe when he encountered police on U.S. Highway 460 in Windsor, about 30 miles west of downtown Norfolk, the active duty soldier claimed in a federal civil lawsuit filed last week. He was in uniform at the time of the stop. Nazario, who is black and Latino, conceded in his complaint that he didn't immediately pull over. He instead put on his emergency lights and continued for another 100 seconds, driving under the speed limit, so he could safely park in a well-lit gas station parking lot less than a mile down the road. U.S. Army Lieutenant Karen Nazario was driving his newly purchased Chevy Tahoe home when two police officers pulled him over in Windsor, Virginia on December 5, 2020. That's when Windsor police officers Joe Gutierrez and Daniel Crocker pulled guns on Nazario, who was accused of driving without license plates, according to the lawsuit and body camera footage. Nazario insisted he followed police commands to keep his hands outside the window, but officers allegedly became agitated when he asked what justified the escalated pullover. "What's going on? You're fixin' to ride the lighting, son," Gutierrez said, according to the lawsuit and body camera video. This is a colloquial expression for an execution, originating from glib reference to execution by the electric chair. Nazario's attorney Jonathan Arthur wrote in the lawsuit, Virginia recently outlawed capital punishment, but put prisoners to death via the electric chair for more than a century. The last prisoner to meet that grisly fate was Robert Charles Gleason Jr., 42, who pleaded guilty to 2 prison murders and threatened to continue killing until he received the death penalty. He was electrocuted on January 16, 2013. Nazario told police that he was honestly afraid to get out of his SUV. Video of the incident showed, before Officer Gutierrez replied, "Yeah, you should be." Footage also showed Nazario being pepper sprayed multiple times, causing him substantial and immediate pain, the lawsuit said. It also led to substantial property damage to Lieutenant Nazario's vehicle and choked Lieutenant Nazario's dog, who was sitting in the rear of Lieutenant Nazario's vehicle, secured in a crate, according to the suit. Gutierrez responded with knee strikes to Lieutenant Nazario's legs to force an already compliant and blinded Lieutenant Nazario down on his face, ostensibly to handcuff him, Arthur wrote. Notwithstanding the fact that Nazario was on the ground and in tears, Gutierrez and Crocker continued to strike LT Nazario. The officers later warned Nazario not to complain about their treatment of him, threatening to criminally charge him. The lawsuit said, if the lieutenant would chill and let this go, then no charges would be filed, according to Arthur. Nazario was ultimately not criminally charged or cited for any traffic violation, his attorney said. A new vehicle tag was clearly visible in Lieutenant Nazario's rear window, Arthur claimed. The town attorney for Windsor did not immediately return messages seeking comments on Saturday. There was no answer on the main phone line for the Windsor Police Department, and the officers could not be immediately reached for comment through publicly listed phone numbers. A town manager told the Virginian Pilot that the officers still work for the police department. David Cayley. David Cayley is a breaking news reporter for NBC News.
And waiting for
On back.
early traffic stop.
Put your hands out the window!
Village traffic stop, 1836.
Put your hands out the window!
How many occupants?
How many occupants are in the vehicle?
What's going on?
How many occupants are in your vehicle?
It's only myself. Why are your weapons drawn? What's going on?
Open the door slowly and step out. Open the door.
I'm not getting out the vehicle. What's going on?
Get out the car. Open the door slowly and get out.
What's going on?
Get out of the car! Now!
Open the door and get out the car.
Hold still. Hold. Keep your hands outside the window. Keep your hands outside the window.
My hands are right here. What's going on?
Get out of the car now!
Get out of the car.
What's
now!
going on?
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car now!
I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated?
You know what? Guess what? I'm a veteran too. I don't know, babe.
That's
Get
not-
out of the car!
What's going on?
Get out of the car now!
What's going on?
What's going on? You're fixing to drive the light, son.
I'm sorry, what?
Get out of the car now!
What's going
Get out of the
on?
car now! Get out of the car!
Sir, just get out the car. Work with us and we'll talk to you. Get out the car.
You received an order. Obey it.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you
actually
should be.
go?
Get out.
What's
Get
going
out.
on? What
Get
did
out
I
the car.
Get out
I
now.
have not committed any crimes
You're being stopped for a traffic violation. You're not cooperating at this point right now. You're under arrest.
For a traffic-
You're being detained. Okay? You're being detained for
for a
obstruction of justice.
traffic violation. I do not have to get out the vehicle. You haven't even told me why I'm being stopped.
Really?
Get your hands.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car.
Get your hands off me,
Yeah.
please. Get your hands off me.
You know what?
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
Back up
I
there.
didn't do anything. Don't do that.
Sir,
Get out of the car
Don't do
now.
that.
Hey, sir,
Get out of the car now.
Don't do. I'm trying to talk
Get out.
to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I'm gonna talk
talk.
to you.
Get out.
Just get out of the
Relax.
car.
Can you please
Get out.
relax? Can
Get
you
out.
please relax?
Get out of the car right now.
This
Now.
is not how you treat a vet. I'm actively serving this country, and this is how you're gonna treat me.
Back up, baby.
I didn't do anything.
Back up.
Whoa, hold on.
Back
What's going? Hold on. Watch. Watch it.
And for receive. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now. Car now.
Sir, just get out the car.
I'm trying to breathe.
Get out of the car now.
That's really up.
Yeah, get out of the car and get on the ground now. You're gonna get it.
I don't even want to reach my seatbelt. Can you?
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car.
Can you please?
Get out of the car now.
Look.
Listen. Take off your seatbelt and get out of the car.
Look. I'm just gonna please.
You're gonna do as you're told. Get out of the car.
Look.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of.
Look.
Take your seatbelt off.
Look. My hands are out.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of
My
the car.
hands are out.
Don't reach in there, Daniel. Don't reach in there.
My hands are out. Please. Please. Look. This is really messed up. My dog is in the back. My dog is choking right
Get
now.
out of the car. Take your seatbelt off. What are you, a specialist? Corporal, what are you?
I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant, get out of the car. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. You made this way more difficult than it had to be. You just complied. Get out of the car.
I'm reaching for my seatbelt.
Fine. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Straight on the ground. Straight onto the ground.
Ma'am.
Is your commanding officer available?
Down. Let's go.
Is your commanding
Let's
officer
go.
available?
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Please talk to
Get
me
on the
about what's
ground
going
now.
on.
Get on the ground. You're getting sprayed again. Get on the ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Get on the
going
ground.
on?
Get on the ground now.
Can you please talk to me
Get on
about
the
what's
ground.
going
Get on the ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Yes, sir.
going on?
Do not.
Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Why am I being treated like this?
You're
Why?
not cooperating. Get on the ground.
Why am I being treated like this? This is really messed up. This is really messed up.
Sir, what? Just
This is really, this is up.
Sir.
Sir. Sir. You know this is up.